What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Turbo today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, here we are at about half a cent now, 0.00528, up 10.5% today. While the rest of the market, what's the rest of the market doing, man? The rest of the market is down a little bit, aren't they? Let's see. Yeah, down just a little bit today. Down a little bit. Bitcoin's even down today, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit. It's more of a neutral day for Bitcoin, less of a down day for Bitcoin, but still. Turbo's definitely having a day, and that's good to see. Coming down here, you've got lower lows in your RSI, lower lows here, bouncing right off the 60. Beautiful, beautiful move right there. And higher lows in the price. That's what you call in the business hidden bullish divergence. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And if we're looking at this on a 4-hour basis, you kind of have some other good stuff going on for you too. Uh, I mean, first off, the 4-hour RSI looks really good, really strong, absolutely dominant to the bullish effect. If we're looking at this from a point of resistance, you've got a flat top of resistance here alongside of ascending. Whoops, that was not the right way to go. Ascending lows here, higher lows. Anytime you're getting higher lows with a flat top, that makes me think that you are going to break out to the upside. You might go up there now, find resistance, and then come back down. Maybe you're consolidating here, so you don't have to break out immediately. But I do think that you will be breaking out here pretty damn soon if we're looking at this. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. At any point in time, you could reverse, you could recover to the downside. And the reason why might be because Bitcoin and the rest of the market's going down. It's very rare, but it happens every single time. When Bitcoin moves down, there are some coins that move up. Turbo could be one of them, but just the expectation here would be that the average coin does move down. So don't get your feelings hurt if Turbo moves down. Don't get your feelings hurt if we even form a lower low. It's fine. You're totally fine if you do that. But it looks pretty damn bullish right now, man. If it wasn't for Bitcoin, if it wasn't for where I think Bitcoin's going to go, I would have a lot more I would have a much easier time calling this thing bullish right now, calling for it to break out to new highs relative to this. And it still might be doing that, honestly. I want to look at something with some volume real quick. Yeah, the volume looks fine. Volume's fine. Yeah, we got 8 hours left in the day. I think this is fine for this kind of endeavor here. Let's look here and just see. What are you doing right here? Hold on. Bouncing right off the 40, higher lows overall. I mean, you look super good, man. I would be a little bit surprised if it stopped here, if I'm being honest. But the only thing that wouldn't surprise me is because of Bitcoin and the rest of crypto. High to low here, you are not above your golden ratio. 0.05285 right now. If you can close today above 0.05436, if you can close today, let's just say above 0.055. If you can close today or any day above there, I would start to have some hopes that you are going to break out higher. And if you do close above about 0.057, if you close above there, at that point I'm convinced you are moving higher, right? So any kind of daily close up above that area, that would convince me. Until then, I guess we are leaning toward the downside still, but man, it looks like a nice bounce right now. Let's look at some shorter term stuff, see if we can concoct a bearish scenario here, or if it just looks so damn bullish. Yeah, so you're moving up here, right? Slowly moving up, volume's dying off. I don't really have a problem with that. Generally, I do, right? You don't want to move up with volume dying off. That tends to suggest a move to the downside. But all you're doing, you're really just consolidating here. It's very common in consolidation phases for the volume to die off. So I don't have a problem with that. This could be getting you set up for another leg. It definitely could. The RSI is showing some bearish divergence, which it's not that severe. So I mean, you might just be consolidating here and getting ready to run up. So I don't have any problems with this. But not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This definitely does seem to be a stopping point. Are you going to move up or are you going to move down from here? That's the question. If we do move lower, if you're not getting that continuation, if you're not moving up to this area of resistance here and going higher, what you'd look for is a breakdown, probably even on a 15-minute basis. If you close below like 0.051 on a 1-hour basis or higher, a multi 15-minute basis, that would convince me that you did move up, you consolidated here, now you're ready to go down. It might be some kind of like BART behavior, if you get what I'm saying there. Not so much of a BART top, but still just that kind of behavior where you went right up, flat kind of area, and then you come back down, right? Something like that could happen. 1-hour time frame. The 15-minute, if anything, what it's telling me is you could go a little bit down from here, but it's not compelling enough for me to call for this to go all the way down like this. It's not compelling enough. Maybe you go down here and you find support and you continue to move up. Maybe you find a higher low and you continue to move up. It's not compelling enough one way or the other. So what I would say is, to the downside, downward effect, if you do go below 0.051, you're probably going lower. If you hold that as support. If you start closing candles above 0.005, what was it, 5.5, you're probably going higher, right? So that's that essentially. Looking at the 1 hour time frame here, 1 hour is overbought, and that's fine. Nothing bearish about that. You're fine. I mean, looks pretty good. Let's see how you handle the rest of the day. You know, if by the end of the day you come back down and you are below 0.051, well, you're probably going lower. This is probably not your low, and you probably do go lower. This is just a good old bull trap here. And the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm kind of actually leaning that way. If I'm being honest, it might just be a bull trap. That's kind of what I'm thinking at this point in time. So, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Here we are at 0.05285 right now. There's a possibility to break out to the upside, and I think inevitably you will break out to the upside. You are going to see higher prices. It's just a matter of days, probably a week or less before you do that for turbo. Maybe even 2 weeks at the most. But until then, we're probably going to consolidate in this range. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If turbo does go below 0.042, you're fine. You could consolidate, man. You could pull back here, find support at prior resistance back here. Any of these areas is fine. If we're looking at this from an overall perspective, from a low to high right here, you're chilling above your 236. And I got to say, this is actually a very positive reaction. This looks pretty damn well. But the fact that you didn't carry on here and you had a bearish engulfing candle yesterday, that's not good. So if you can bullishly engulf today, if you can get above 0.055, guys, I would be pretty convinced that you are moving up to the upside. But until then, I remain skeptical. I think it would make the most sense to call for something around 0.034, or if not there, something that's around, 0.038, 0.0 for itself, something in that area. It wouldn't surprise me. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It really wouldn't surprise me if you continued to consolidate in this area here, right? But as long as you're holding above, you got to hold above 0.042. Yeah, 0.00420. That's what you need to hold above. If you get below there, then likely you're going to see 0.004 or 0.038 or even 0.034, right? So if you want to avoid these lower targets, if you want to avoid a drop that from the current price could take you all the way down to about 35%, which I have a hard time seeing that. I have a hard time seeing turbo drop 35% if Bitcoin's only going to drop like 8% from here. I have a hard time seeing that. So you probably will just consolidate in this area. I mean, that's already a 20% drop in itself. So I really would expect, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. You could go below 0.004, but I'm not expecting that. I do think you'll hold above 0.042. You'll probably stay in this area, but nonetheless, I would expect that you go below this low here. I think this is a relative bull trap. You're going to come down, shake out a little bit, consolidate, get ready, and then move up to the next area. That next area, whenever it is time to move up, you're at 0.00525 right now. Whenever it is time to move up, let's see. Let's get you on the overall charts here. If it sounds like I couldn't make up my mind there, don't worry. That's I couldn't make up my mind, but I think I got it at the end there. High to low. Golden ratio consolidation here between the 0.5. Yes, whenever you're ready to move up, you're probably going to see 0.087 to 0.011, something in that area. That's the next expected area. Wouldn't surprise me if by the end of next week you're up here, or if not, even sometime during the following week. Inevitably, by the end of May, we're looking for our all-time high areas, if not above there. Going into the end of June, you're going to be at targets that are worth multiple cents, 2.7 cents, 6.2 cents, something like this in this area, maybe even larger than that. But we're going to keep it here. We're going to keep it grounded for now. By the end of June, by the end of July, this is the expectation. So I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If I had to be honest and I just had to surmise my thoughts on what we've seen here after looking at all of it, I would say now's a good time to get out of turbo. This is probably a bull trap. It probably is a bull trap. It's probably not anything that's going to persist from here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not saying get out. I'm just saying if you're trading it, right? If you bought up here, maybe think about taking a loss, a neutral loss, or a slight profit if you bought up here. This does not amuse me. I'm not. It's amusing at first, but after dissecting it a little bit, I do think you're about to pull back. I think you are about to see lower prices than this. I just don't think that you'll go below 0.042. I don't think that you'll go below that area there. So nothing else for you guys. Thank you all for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Yeah, 0.045, 0.0427, something in that area. That's where you're going to go. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. See you later.